Hello YouTube. I'm going to do a quick update from my doctor's appointment that I had yesterday. I was 38 weeks and a couple days yesterday. And my appointment went well overall. Kind of a lot of things to consider and think about. So I'm sort of just full of different thoughts this morning. Um, Basically, what happened was my doctor checked me and I was about 2 centimeters dilated. So, change from last week when I was 1 centimeter, and the week before that I was one as well. But not a lot of change. So, I was glad that there was something going on, I guess. So, anyway, 1 centimeter. As far as being effaced, I know that he said my cervix feels soft, but he doesn't give percentages like you're 50% effaced or whatever. He doesn't do that, and I always forget to ask. So anyway, so I'm not so sure about that. And basically what happened was I am kind of showing signs of preeclampsia, and I don't know how I feel about everything that happened. I guess I should kind of just explain. He said that if I don't go into labor naturally by this coming Wednesday, which is the 6th of February, that he wants me to come in that evening and start the induction process. And the reason for that would be because of the signs that I'm showing of preeclampsia and my medical history. I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. Like, I think my doctor's a great doctor, and I trust him, and I think that I know I'm having signs of preeclampsia from swelling, which, swelling can be normal, but the swelling that I've been having in my feet, my ankles, my hands, my face on and off, but especially my feet and hands, has definitely gone past what I would consider to be normal for the past at least 3 or 4 days. Like where it's like painful and tingly, and I've had blurred vision. And after that first migraine that I mentioned in my last pregnancy update, I've had tension headaches, which I haven't had all pregnancy long, maybe in the first trimester, but not in the bulk of my pregnancy. So I definitely feel like I am having signs of preeclampsia, and that scares me because that is what led to the induction with my first pregnancy. So I'm not a fan of being induced. I know most people aren't. I mean, it sucks because it's like your body may not be ready, and you want to do what's best for you and what's best for your baby, and you don't want to make your labor any harder than it already would be naturally. So I'm a firm believer that if you can go into labor naturally, it's going to be better all the way around. So if I could choose anything, that's what I would choose, and that's what I'm keeping my fingers crossed for. I really hope that happens. With that said, I don't think that I would refuse to be induced because I don't know that I want to take that risk. The main thing that makes me feel that way is I can feel in my body that things are kind of off. And also being a heavier person, having a higher BMI, I want to be realistic. And I know that because I have more weight on me than I should, it puts me at a higher risk for everything, hypertension, hypertension is high blood pressure, right? All kinds of things. And so, I just want to be realistic, and I don't want to think like, oh, I don't want to be induced, and then I go on and put myself kind of in this dangerous place, because my blood pressure was high yesterday. So, anyway, I guess overall my thoughts are, I really hope I go into labor naturally, in the next couple of days. Today's Friday, so, anytime between now and Wednesday, that would be awesome. Or even if I could just dilate another centimeter or so that if I did go in on Wednesday, if I was at a 3 or a 4 or anything like that, starting labor off that way and being induced would be a lot smoother of a process. Sorry, Braxton Hicks are becoming more frequent. So sorry. Anyway, so yeah, I think that, I don't know, my gut says that I'm not going to go into labor before then, but you never know. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I had a really, really rough experience with my first induction. It just was forever long. I can go into details if anybody's interested, but I don't want to go on and on about it. It was just so obvious that my body was not ready. Now my son, on the other hand, you know, he was born 2 weeks early and he was 8.5 pounds. And I know that weight doesn't always equate with, you know, a healthy baby. But, I mean, he was just born chunky. He was just this big baby, which is really funny because he's like this skinny little boy. But he was just this chunky little panda bear baby. He was so cute. Yeah, he was 8 pounds, 8 ounces, 2 weeks early. And there is a part of me that's like, you know, I had already had him at this point in my pregnancy. And so is this baby going to be like a 9+ pound baby? I don't know. It kind of freaks me out just a little bit to think of delivering that vaginally or naturally without medication or whatever. So, and that's the last thing that I wanted to mention is one reason why I was really hoping to not have problems and not have some of these pretty serious discomforts like blurred vision and tension headaches and things where you feel like you can almost feel that your blood pressure is high. It's just a scary feeling. I was hoping, you know, I wouldn't have any of those symptoms and I could go into labor naturally, because then it would be a lot more realistic for me to attempt a natural labor, like an unmedicated labor and delivery. And now thinking that I probably will be induced, I don't see myself having Pitocin and being induced and not getting an epidural. I remember what it felt like with my son with those contractions, and oh my gosh, like I don't have a very high pain tolerance, or Pitocin is really intense, probably a combination of both. But yeah, if I'm induced, I'm definitely not going the route of no medication. So yeah. So anyway, I just feel a lot of different feelings. I'm probably like talking in circles. You can tell. I don't know what's going to happen. So I am excited. I'm excited to know that basically in a week from now, she'll be here one way or another. That's really exciting. Surreal. So anyway, I just wanted to update you guys. I can't really think of anything else. My weight was, what was my weight? I was so focused on everything else. I want to say I gained like another pound or something, but it wasn't, I actually thought it would be more because I've been retaining fluid, but yeah, so I gained another pound, and I don't know. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So if you have any questions or any advice or thoughts or, you know, your experiences, I'd love to hear them. And yeah, I hope all of you are doing well. I'm going to be doing a couple other videos to a tag video and I think a hospital bag video. So anyway, stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching. Bye.